Well, were you born on your due date?
His eyes were born.
I was born on my due date because I'm a perfect.
I was born early. I was born on Easter.
Eyes?
Can you abort eyes? What
What
does
does that mean?
Remove his eyes? Yeah, I'm sure you could.
All right, Stritzel, you are just in the frame, so are you, Matt, so don't move outwards.
Don't move
Move
out.
move inwards.
Cooper, move over or move over.
I want to stay right in the middle.
You're not gonna be able to do that.
Watch me.
You're not gonna be able to do that.
Which way am I going? I guess I'm going. Oh, I don't want to say
Cooper, you're wet.
I know. Wait, am I
Don't
really
see
that wet?
You felt wet?
You felt
Lift up your... No, I don't
Yeah, why are you gonna fill my armpit?
Well, I
You
did by
started?
accident. Yeah, it's rolling.
It's rolling.
Suck My Podcast, episode 4. We have Tom Stritzel,
That's me.
Tom Finelli,
What up?
Cooper Ball, and new guest, Matt Spurio.
What's
up,
up, Matt?
You can see us.
Yeah, we're a little change of scenery. You know, our view count has been going down, so we're trying to
Yeah.
Something different.
something different. You know, mixing it up.
So these are our beautiful faces.
Finally revealed
Yeah,
to the world.
I know, it's been a while.
I don't know.
Watch.
How long has it been? 3-4 weeks since the last one?
Yeah, about a month.
Yeah, we've been lacking a bit.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're getting back.
Every time I feel like it gets worse and worse.
I've been
It
disappointed.
does.
Yeah, Matt.
I look forward to it.
One of our biggest fans, actually.
Biggest
So
fan.
yeah.
he's
Submitted fan.
very happy to be here. What's the topic for today? Matt, how do you introduce it?
Today we're gonna be talking about conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy.
We decided on.
Interesting topics.
Some would say we're talking about facts today.
Some,
So, just
not
you.
all. Just maybe just two. Tom. So, first conspiracy theory. Tom, I think you should introduce one.
Which one?
Which one do you feel very adamant about?
Well, I feel
That's a word. That's a
That is a word,
yes,
yes.
yes,
Alright,
That's
you
a
were
word.
just
That is not a conspiracy theory. That is a
That's
fact.
a fact.
That is a word. Yeah.
That's a word. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the moon landing. A lot of people say that it wasn't real. A lot of people say it was real.
What do you think?
Yeah. What's your opinion on this?
I was gonna give some background, but personally,
Oh, hey, we have a surprise.
Oh, it is.
we just walked here. Okay, we may have to restart this because
No, we're fine.
We don't have enough camera room.
Come on in, Luke.
Luke Nielsen.
Alright.
Set 'em on the
Have
floor.
a seat.
Very, very spirit.
The podcast has already started, so you're in right now.
We're rolling. Come on.
Walking in.
No, this is a video. This is a
Surprise
video.
guest. Come on in.
Video.
Come on. Where's
So
the
come
frame?
on, come on there.
You don't
No,
touch
you
it.
can't- you sit
down.
Yeah,
Luke, Luke, over here.
You gotta be.
You can
It's
leave
way
the
too
bag.
hot.
You can leave the bag over
Yeah,
there.
but you want to sit there. So it's fine. Alright, hold up. Let's not do that.
All right, we got
Oh, you were in.
we got a new guest, surprise guest, Luke Nielsen.
Welcome to the
Pulling
podcast.
up.
Where am I? On that camera?
Yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, seriously.
I know there's so many cameras around.
The other one.
The other.
Everything's so black.
You gotta
What are you
get
drinking?
Is that a purple drink?
Fanta.
Where'd you get that?
Grape soda.
7-Eleven.
Nice.
That's awesome. Welcome
So,
to my couch.
Welcome to Suck My Podcast, episode 4.
Yeah, we're filming today.
Yeah, it's different.
Okay.
So today's topic, you didn't hear, is conspiracy theories, and Stritzel's gonna introduce one.
Yeah, I am. Okay, where was I? I introduced it. So we're gonna do the moon landing.
Yeah.
Was it real? Was it not real? I don't really know.
Personally, opinion.
Personally, I think it wasn't real.
Can you
And
tell
we'll
us
talk.
why?
Are we gonna talk about that? I
Yes.
think we go through everyone.
Okay, give everyone's opinion, and then you can spit your facts.
Then I can do my facts.
So you don't think it's
So I
real?
don't think it's real.
I do think it's real.
I believe in the moon landing.
True.
I also believe in it.
Okay.
So it's a 4 to
4.
That's good odds for Tom.
Yeah.
So let's hear yours first.
So I think the moon landing isn't real because there were no stars in the in. I'm bringing it back to this.
Okay.
In the shot when
Okay.
they were on when they were on the moon, there
Of
were
the
no,
Earth.
of the Earth,
Is that
and
the one
even
you're
on the
talking
moon.
about?
On the moon.
Okay.
too.
Okay.
They were walking on the moon. There was no stars in the background. I thought
Okay.
that was a little odd. Now these guys say that the cameras weren't
Yeah,
good
yeah, I
enough.
have a counterpoint on that because
Yeah,
this
let's see.
is a little bit of a personal anecdote, which I know are never the most reliable, but I hope you take my word for it.
Unless it's coming from Tom Finale, then it's good.
Yeah, I'm a pretty reliable guy.
You've been pretty inaccurate today.
You actually have. Yeah, we'll get into that later. We'll get into that later.
So I was recently on a trip over in Minnesota, Ely, Minnesota. It's a little town about 10-20 miles from the border of Canada.
It's about yay wide.
Yeah, it's a pretty small town. And I was there dog sledding. Awesome trip, by the way. Really recommend it.
Where was the invite?
Next time. Next time.
With your dad, right?
With my dad, yeah, me and my dad. My other dad. Sorry, Coop. It's okay. So over there, you know, it's not like here in New York where there's so much light that you can barely see the stars, right? In Ely, Minnesota, there's probably like one lamppost every 2 square miles. So you look up at the sky and you see all the stars. All the stars you could possibly see
Beautiful.
from Ely, Minnesota.
You see like the purple.
The Northern Lights that
Yeah,
we're talking
that
about.
stuff.
Oh,
No.
like,
Like-
Borealis.
Well, on a good day you can. We didn't have a great day. It's kind of by chance that you see the Northern Lights, and you're not really north enough there, but we didn't get to see them. But we saw all the stars.
Yeah.
Glittering the sky. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
I can imagine.
So what does one do when they see something gorgeous like that? They take a picture, right? So I take out my phone, my iPhone XR, the same device
Subtle, weird
that
flex,
is
but okay.
filming this podcast, which has an awesome camera, by the way, one of the best cameras around today. So I take out my iPhone, point it up to the sky, click. I take a photo.
Was the flash on?
The first one, no. The flash was not on.
Okay.
So, but I did try again afterwards with the flash. But I look at the photo, and I'm noticing there are no stars.
You were
All I see is a black night sky, and I'm like, that's weird. Why are there no stars in my photo? Then I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, the light has to hit the camera, and they're pretty far away, so it doesn't really make sense that they would be. But I still didn't really buy it, so I Googled it. I Googled, why are stars not showing up on my camera? Turns out, you need a camera, and you have to set the exposure very low on the camera in order to get a picture of the stars. And that sort of technology wasn't really around in 1969 when they did the moon landing. So I'm gonna debunk that theory right there. I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
Any response to that? Any rebuttal?
my response is, I took a photo outside. I remember one night, I'm walking from the car. I'm like, you know what? I see stars. I had this conversation with Tom Finelli and Cooper Ball. I'm gonna take a fucking picture of the stars. And I took a picture. Sorry.
Yeah, hey, you have to bleep that.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take that. I took a picture of the stars, and it came out just fine. And I could see like 10 stars. Yeah, we were on Long Island. Yeah, you can't see that many stars, but I could see stars in the photo.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Was your resolution low?
I don't know. I just took the photo. I just took the photo.
Then,
Do you think that your camera on your phone is better than the camera that they had in 1969 on the moon?
I don't think so. I think they had probably a better camera because it was the space race, supposedly.
You think they had a better
I
camera?
think they had a better camera. I'm
Yeah.
gonna flat out say that is incorrect.
Yeah, there's
I'd
more.
say that
Let me
is
say there's
incorrect.
more computing power in your
NASA.
iPhone than there was on the entire space shuttle that went to the moon.
Bullshit.
Nope,
Tom,
that
they
is
did
a
not
fact.
have a better
Bullshit.
camera.
You have a better
How many
camera.
years ago?
Why? This is not
More
gonna
than
fly a fucking spaceship.
The camera didn't fly the fucking spaceship.
It's only the engine.
Whoa.
You just said the entire
This
space
has
shuttle.
Computing
more
power.
computing power than the space shuttle did.
Yeah.
It does. You can look it
And
up
what
on
did,
this.
what
very
did the
nice
space
device.
shuttle do?
Yeah.
What did it do? It flew to the moon.
Exactly. So is this gonna fly to the moon?
Does it
No.
have an engine on it? Does it have fuel? No.
But does it have the computing power?
To do so?
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes, it
I don't
does.
think so.
Can't take the-
I don't think so.
You need an
whatsoever.
energy source.
Computer made
100%. If you attach a jet
Cooper,
to
I'm not
this,
saying
100%
it has an energy source on it. I'm saying it doesn't have enough computing power.
Yes, it
Yes,
does.
it
It
does.
absolutely does. Absolutely.
you put in the coordinates, boom, you're there.
Yeah, sure.
It absolutely
Yeah,
does.
sure.
You can look it up on.
You can look it up on
your
that
device.
phone.
I'm good.
Could you
You
look
could
it up? Could you look it up on the space
anything.
shuttle?
You could look up
I don't think you
anything
could.
on the
Did they have Google on space
They
shuttle?
didn't
Why
have the
would
internet.
that? They're in space.
Tom, your point is kind
Okay,
of
so
Why
Tom,
would they want to look that up?
I think you're already losing this argument.
I don't think I'm losing. It was during the space race. I think they were desperate. There's a lot of desert. They could have gone to the desert.
Okay, what do you think they
What?
gained from faking the moon landing?
An upper hand in the space race.
No, they finished the space race
They
because they
finished
went
it.
into
Yeah,
the
they
No, that's true.
Yeah,
Well, your
I
point
understand
is
that.
like the fact that
They can
won
say
the-
that they did
yeah,
that.
That's, yeah.
The space race is basically like who had a bigger penis.
American nationalism.
Basically, who had a bigger schlong.
It was who had a bigger schlong.
That was it.
It was who schlong could reach outer
Who was
space
stronger
first.
than the other?
No, whose schlong was bigger.
The U.S. might have lied about their length. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe
But hey, I believe the U.S.
Yeah, I do. You know
I
why?
don't think so.
You know why? Because it's
It's
my
I
home
still.
country.
There hasn't been a moon. Have you seen any like moon landings on TV, like just happening?
Can I say something?
Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it.
Can I want to ask you a question. What's the point of going to the moon right now?
Right
today,
now,
Today.
Yeah. Why would they
What's the
go?
point? What's up there?
to look, to drill,
To
to
do
do
what?
things.
To drill?
Drill. What do you
What are
need
they
in
gonna
there?
do?
Wait, do
Do-
they?
have they ever drilled under the in
They've
the moon
got
at all?
rocks. Yeah, they've got rocks.
They've got rocks.
Yes.
There are
They
moon
got-
rocks.
There are moon rocks brought back to Earth.
How big are they?
rocks.
No,
size.
big
You have no
They're
idea.
not gonna bring
what
a
they are.
giant boulder back.
Can I
What,
say-
have they dug at all?
Yes.
Let me see.
Okay.
Show me.
Okay.
I don't think they've dug at all. I think they picked up a few fucking rocks and they brought them back. Have they gone? Or if they?
Let me just say.
If they brought them back.
Going to the moon.
Whoa! Look at that. They're like pebble sized.
That
It's
looks
still
like,
a
yeah,
moon
why
rock.
would you?
You know
Wouldn't you want
you know
to
how-
dig deeper?
They couldn't fit that
Look
much
what's
stuff on
under.
the shuttle. They didn't have that much
There's nothing
time.
under. They can do analysis of the
Why can't they
material.
go back? They have more time now. Don't
There's
they?
no
They have
point.
no
They can
money.
use this phone.
How
How
They
much
can
money
fly
does
there.
NASA get? Nothing.
So
NASA
actually,
gets nothing.
actually, I know
NASA
this.
gets
I just did a little
nothing?
research on this.
Nothing.
NASA gets 0.5% of the federal budget.
So what's that?
0.5%. That's nothing.
That's literally
What
they
is
can't do. They can't do anything.
I don't know the
How much money is
actual
that?
numbers.
How much money
but
did it cost to
it's
build the
not
first
enough money
space
to go to the
shuttle?
moon.
How much money did it cost to build?
I don't
Let me
know.
just say,
You don't know?
No.
I don't know.
NASA was receiving the most money they have ever received was during the space race. If they were ever going to go to the moon, that was
How
the time
much?
to do it, and they did.
I will look it up right. You guys give your opinion.
Have we not?
I think we're done. I don't think there's anything
we're
else to
done.
prove. The only thing that you could have done to help prove
One
your
second.
point is that we were
One
so far behind in the space race that there was no possibility that we should have been able to get to the moon before Russia. And we did. That's the only valid point you could have brought up, and you didn't.
Well, there's been like
Thank you, Cooper.
videos of like the flag. Like, didn't the flag?
First of all, the
on moon,
flag is
like,
not,
didn't it,
like,
wave to the wind.
It's not the same
like fake
material.
Yeah, well,
Is that
okay.
anything?
I've
It's like
heard.
steel.
I've heard the wind theory that the flag, that there's a video of the flag waving.
I still like think.
But there's
the
no
landing
wind in
was real.
space.
Yeah.
Right? That's true. There's no wind in space.
There's
I'm
also
okay
less
with it.
gravity.
The flag had what should I call it? Like
It's like steel enforced.
yeah,
It's not
it
like
was
a regular
steel.
thing.
It was
Yeah.
like mechanically waving.
Was it?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how would it be mechanically waving?
It wasn't. No, it's not like a robot. It was mechanically
nothing
made
in
so it would
space.
look like it would be waving. Because they didn't want a flat.
That
flat.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Like
Yes, it
top
does.
shot.
Look it
No,
up.
it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It-
How would you get something to be mechanically waving?
It was.
they-
It looked like it was waving.
How did they do that?
They put
Tom,
they
backing behind it.
So it was.
If they had just
They
put a
made a
regular
shape.
flag on the
It
moon,
would
you
have
know
not
what the
moved.
picture would look like? It would be a pole and a drooping flag touching
Yeah.
the pole. Why
Yeah.
would they want that?
So they put a metal frame.
So they
Yes.
put a frame
And
behind
they
it.
made it look bendy.
They bent
No,
the
they
frame
didn't.
Yes,
so
they
it would look
did.
like it'd be
No
waving.
way.
What do you?
I don't
what's
think
your
you know-
What's your argument?
Yeah.
You said no, they didn't. All you say is no, they didn't.
Yeah,
You
right.
can take
I'm
that.
gonna call that.
I'm trying to look at the cost. Give me a minute.
Okay, and another thing.
Cooper.
It would have costed more money to fake the moon landing in 1969 than to actually go to space and do it.
They went back 7 times. Why would they fake 7 more?
I don't
moon
understand.
landings?
They went to the.
Yes.
So why did you say that when I was talking?
So I did the research.
Yeah, this
I
is my
didn't do
public
any of that.
speaking. This is my public speaking final. Was the moon landing?
So they went back 7 times.
They went back several times.
What did they do?
They went back to the moon,
Got more rocks.
and they just did the same thing over and over
Did
again.
research.
They
Make
never
sure, make sure there
drilled
weren't
for
aliens.
I don't know if they drilled,
There's no point of drilling for nothing. There's nothing.
but
to
why
do.
would they go back and increase the chances of someone finding out that it's fake?
Why would they?
He's
Why would
flustered.
they?
He's not- he's not-
Why wouldn't they drill? They didn't do anything.
There's no.
I
What
don't
is
know.
the
I don't
point?
know if
Is
they
it
drilled. They might have
more?
drilled. They might have drilled.
Have they walked? Did they walk more than just the little area? That
Can I
they
ask you
landed?
Maybe.
something? What is on
they
the moon?
land
What is
back?
on the moon that you need?
I don't know.
Nothing.
That's what the.
It's a
point-
rock.
It's not a fucking rock.
Yes, it is.
It's not a
Oh
boulder.
my!
It's a rock.
It's a moon.
No, it's a rock.
It's a
in
moon.
space. You know what the Earth is? Earth is a rock in space.
And what does it have in it?
Resources.
Exactly.
The moon does not have anything. The moon is an
They're both
asteroid.
rocks, dipshit. You just said
Earth is a more valuable rock.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
Did they land in the same spot each
I'm
time?
actually-
I have
No,
no idea.
there's no way. I don't think so.
I don't know. This is
I don't
my
think they did.
BS presentation for Mr. Todd. I did not do that much research.
I don't think that they landed. In the
I
same
don't think they've landed on the dark side of the moon.
No.
There's a dark side of the moon?
There is.
Yes.
Oh, what's on that side?
Pink Floyd's album.
Facts.
Facts.
It just plays nonstop.
No, that ends the loop.
Yeah.
So they had. So you don't know.
No, I don't know.
Oh, fuck. I
Probably
do
more
research.
useless rock.
Yeah. There's a lot of rock that we don't need.
Yeah. Actually, a lot of rock, like Pink Floyd rock.
Yeah.
Good music.
Good
yeah.
music.
I love
Again,
their rock
again,
music.
if it stops playing, the moon explodes.
Yeah.
That's like the rule.
Pink Floyd actually invented the moon.
They did. They
Yeah.
created it.
Yeah.
They also flew to the moon and put it on there.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is a lot of
Yeah,
money.
it costs a lot of money to do
Yep.
that.
How much?
How much
Yeah, I just want to hear what you guys. What do you think?
15 billion.
How much do you think it costs
To go to the moon?
to go to the moon first land? First landing.
15 billion.
Well, money was like different back then. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, but
Just tell us.
I'm gonna go with 2 trillion.
No way.
Oh,
Five
okay, that's a
billion.
lot.
That's
Sorry,
five,
I
that's
think-
5 billion.
15 billion.
5 billion.
I'm gonna say 10 billion.
10?
5.
I'm changing to 20 billion.
15.
I think it's 23 billion. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
didn't know that. I
Do
thought
they
it
get
cost-
enough funding?
I thought it
now?
cost like.
I thought it was cheap.
I thought it cost like $1 billion.
Oh my. So
Tom.
like Donald Trump could just go to the moon right now if he wanted to?
That's what I thought.
No.
That's what I thought.
Alright, Tom officially lost
It's
that.
like some really big mansion
Debunked.
equals going to the moon.
Alright, so Tom, can you admit defeat on this one?
Well, it was a 4-1.
Do you admit to
He
no?
already
No one
admitted
was on
defeat.
my side.
Yeah.
So I.
Because your side's
I-
wrong.
Because you're
And your
incorrect.
point was horrible.
There's no point. I made a better point for your argument than you did.
This is going on too long, I feel like. we
Yeah,
should
okay,
keep
Tom
talking.
lost, it's over.
It's over. Debunked.
Debunked.
So,
Leave your
suggestion,
opinion in the
this is
comments,
kind of
of
a, I don't know if you really want to talk about the flat earth. That's kind of like,
We were gonna talk about
do
that.
we have to?
there's
I don't
no
think there's
talking
anyone
about
here who's gonna
Yeah.
say it's flat.
There's
Yeah.
no talking. I mean,
Guys,
Tom
the,
said there was a donut.
the Earth is a globe, it's
It's
a
a
fact,
sphere.
it's
It's a
over.
sphere. Sphere.
What I just enjoy about the theory is that the actual Flat Earth Society, like they have a Flat Earth Society. They're verified on Twitter.
They're verified?
They are, yeah. They put out a tweet like last year, was
Yes.
it?
We have
So,
followers.
someone questioned them.
Oh, yeah,
They were
yeah,
like,
I heard
at
this
Flat
one.
Earth Society, what shape is Mars or something like that?
Yeah.
And they were like, Mars is round. And then there was a little more into the thread, but basically what they ended up saying was that
There are
every
We have
other
pictures.
planet
is round.
is round
Because we have
because
photos.
we have photographs, but the Earth is flat, even though photographs show it's round. Those photographs aren't real. But
And
the
also-
other photographs are real.
There also was a tweet where someone questioned how many people believe them, and they said that they had followers all around the globe.
Oh, that was a good one too.
And then
Yeah.
someone asked them to repeat that sentence very slowly and see if they wanted to fix it.
Did they fix it?
No, they did not. They might have deleted it actually.
I'm just confused. Do you like fall off the edge? Like, has anyone seen?
No.
No, you just go around. You just go behind.
Well, no, I think there's an ice wall around the edge. I think no one's been to the edge.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What do you mean,
Antarctica.
like, what do you mean no one's been to the edge?
Antarctica is not a continent. It's a wall of ice around the disk Earth.
But it's
Because no
not
one
a
wants
disc.
to go to
No,
Antarctica.
this is a disk. It's a flat disk.
Oh, yeah.
People just like die going up there.
Like,
It's
find
like
Cheetos, huh?
terrible.
Yeah, if you're lucky, you'll find Cheetos in Antarctica.
Yeah, look up that video. It's funny.
Yeah. Look up Cheese Doodles guy on YouTube. You'll find the video.
We believe he's Swedish.
Yeah, he finds Cheese Doodles in Antarctica. He's a very happy guy.
It's pretty epic.
I've never heard.
So,
I'll show you later.
Okay.
So Tom, you had an interesting point earlier that, again, this is going to be a 4-1 argument against you.
Okay.
Paul McCartney. What do you have to say about Paul McCartney?
Paul McCartney?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh well.
the
Paul McCartney,
the Beatle who was alive.
Well, see, it's a slight
The only
issue
guy
with that
alive?
statement, Cooper, because Paul McCartney is actually dead.
I would now, Matt, is Paul McCartney alive?
Yes.
Luke, is Paul McCartney alive?
I've never done any research into this.
Yes. Is Paul
It's
McCartney
insane.
alive?
Yes, he is.
I haven't
Okay.
heard of his name.
Luke doesn't count. It's a
Do you
3-1.
know who Paul McCartney is?
Well, Beatle, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
But I don't know, like.
Okay,
anything-
Luke doesn't count. 3-1 on Tom. Tom, let's hear it.
Okay, so
I'll be the deciding vote.
So
Let me
there's
get
a
the
theory,
information.
and I'll be honest, I'm with you guys. I was a little skeptical at first. I was. There's a theory that Paul McCartney died in a car accident back in 1966. Okay.
Okay.
This was
How old was he?
I was just how old is he?
probably
Let's not make a
early
number.
20s. I'm gonna go with the early 20s.
Okay.
It was like towards the start of Beatlemania when they were first like getting big. You know, they were getting this following. And the theory is that he died, obviously, in the car crash.
Wait, but he still sang afterwards.
No, just listen. Just listen. He died.
He was
in the car
24.
crash.
He was
He was
24.
24. The Beatles had such a massive cult following
That's true.
that
Still do.
still do.
Mhm.
There's a theory, and I'm not big on this part of the theory, but there's a theory that the government wanted to cover up his death because they were afraid of mass suicide over his death. I'm not a fan of that theory.
I call complete bullshit on
But
that.
yeah, I do also. But I do think they replaced him in order to, for the Beatles to preserve their fame and the people's love for them. You know, so they replaced him with a fake Paul McCartney. He did look like him.
Who is this fake Paul McCartney? Is he a robot? Is he an alien? Or is he just a lookalike?
He's just a lookalike. His name is Billy Shears.
Billy Shears.
Yeah, William Shears. Billy Shears.
Okay.
Okay, that's his name.
Where is he from?
From England. He sounds like Paul McCartney. Does he
Okay.
not?
I believe Paul McCartney sounds like Paul McCartney.
Could he be
He
cloned?
did. So he
Could he
died.
be cloned?
No, he's not a clone. He's just a lookalike. There's actually a song about Billy Shears too that the Beatles wrote. But it is believed that he's the one who replaced
Did they
Paul.
write the song about Billy Shears because of this rumor?
No.
Wait, who is Billy Shears?
He's
Paul McCartney.
he's the new Paul McCartney.
Is there an actual Billy
obviously he's
Shears?
not.
Is there an alive Billy Shears?
Yeah, he goes by the name Paul McCartney.
Wait, Cooper, do you know Billy Shears?
No.
Well,
That's what I was asking. Is it like a birth certificate of Billy Shears?
I don't know.
Did Billy
That's-
Shears'
that's part of
family
the
just
thing.
like sign him off and like send him away?
I don't really know. I don't know the backstory of Billy Shears. I do know though that he is trying to be Paul McCartney.
I don't
And you
think
can look at
he
photos.
is.
Look at go on your own Google and look up photos of Paul McCartney
The only,
in
the
1966.
only thing that's different.
Look up photos of Paul McCartney in 1967. You'll notice slight differences. You'll notice that his face is longer. Okay. What?
When you get older, you look different.
Okay.
Just gonna point that out.
Debunked.
Debunked. You look different as you
Guys,
age.
you don't
That is true.
stay the same
That's true.
appearance for
But-
your whole life.
You don't.
But the shape of your head doesn't change.
I
as you go
know
older.
that's not true.
That is absolutely
That is not true. I look so different.
Okay,
as a
it depends
baby
how
than what I do
drastic
look
of a
now.
difference.
I'm
Not
talking
that
If
about.
it did get longer,
I'm talking
then-
about a span of a couple years in your mid
Dude,
20s.
you're
Yeah.
wrong.
No, if it really changes,
Luke, I will show you the picture.
His face
I'm still
goes
against
from
this
like
like
this
idea of doing
to like
but-
this. Like his
Okay,
chin
it's not that
moves
big of a
down
difference.
several inches.
No, what? Not even an inch.
Okay.
I mean, look at this.
Let me see.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Hold on.
Okay, this is Paul.
Wait, let's go
Right
back.
here, that
by
guy.
the way, just fun fact, guys. Steph Curry believes
That's Paul.
that the moon
That's
landing
Billy
is
Shears.
fake.
Those people don't even look alike.
I don't take
Does that
They
make
don't
Jordan
even look
stronger?
alike. I'm gonna
I don't take
Yeah.
validation. I don't take validation from just
He's
an
an
NBA
NBA.
player.
Here we
I
have
don't know if you
Paul
can tell
McCartney.
that.
Here we have Billy Shears.
Talk about dinosaurs next.
See the differences? See how much longer his face is than his face?
Here, fossil.
These two don't even look alike.
The palms.
Yeah, yeah. This is the Paul McCartney everyone recognizes today.
Fossil fuels aren't just from dinosaurs,
I'm
retard.
gonna shut up.
Shut up,
They're
Tom.
from planets.
Sorry, bad word.
So, look, I've convinced you then. You said those two don't even look alike.
I didn't get that good of a look, but sure, why not?
Paul McCartney's dead.
I'm on the Paul McCartney dead train.
Paul McCartney's
What
dead.
the fuck?
And let me just say, around the time,
We haven't any other facts.
this isn't a
besides
new
his
theory.
appearance.
This is not a new theory.
I think you should.
There was
get a
rumors,
DNA
there was
test.
widespread rumors at the time in the 1960s when this was happening that Paul McCartney was dead. And you know what? You know how
Why have
Paul,
I never heard of it?
you know how Paul McCartney responded to it? He didn't. He was silent for weeks. He was. You can look it
Can
up.
I ask you something? If you were famous, right?
Yeah.
And everyone kept questioning if you were alive or not, how would you respond?
wouldn't.
I would come out and say, "Hey, I'm alive."
No,
I don't think you would. I don't think you would.
Why not?
It depends. I don't know.
No, because if you
If it was a bunch of
no,
random
no, no,
news,
no, no. Here,
like, I
here's the
wouldn't.
two things that would happen. If you responded and you said you were alive, people would be like, "Oh, well, that's what he would say if he wasn't alive."
Yeah.
And if you said you were dead, people were like, "Wow, he actually is dead. He just said he was."
No, if he said he was dead,
They
people
would
would
He
be like,
just said
He
was
said
dead.
he was dead, so obviously he is. They would believe you if you said you were dead, and they wouldn't believe you if
How
you
would
said you
this?
were alive.
Did they find the body?
No, they didn't. And actually, there's
In
a
a
theory.
car crash, they
there's
didn't find the body.
no, there's a theory that
Did he get in a car crash?
because the car crash was not publicized.
Was the car crash real?
Yes, he died.
How do you
in it.
know?
No.
Were there other people who died?
Was he involved in an actual car crash
Yes.
With another car.
with another car and people in it?
Yes.
Now,
No,
are
it
those
was random, out off the grid by himself, disappeared.
And I believe
Is
it's
that
in
right?
I believe it's in Strawberry Fields Forever. There's a part in the song in which John Lennon says twice, "I buried Paul."
Which
Now, the other people who discredit this theory, and John Lennon and everyone involved in recording the song, claim that John was saying cranberry sauce.
baby.
Yeah, I don't buy that. Okay, I don't buy
I
that.
think you've just done more
Cranberry
research
sauce?
on this than anyone.
No.
Yeah.
He says,
Yeah,
"I buried
definitely.
Paul." And there's clues in the album art. There's clues in the song lyrics.
Okay.
Paul McCartney's dead. I rest my case.
He gave an interview and he said that he wasn't dead. The day,
Hold on, read that. October 22nd,
the
1969.
day after my birthday.
Beatle Paul McCartney denies rumors of his own death.
That was 3 years after the
He
car
was
crash.
Billy Shears.
He was silent for 3 years.
denying his death.
Okay, I think we're taking a vote. Alive or not?
I don't know. I mean, we didn't have good evidence here.
He's dead.
And in the spirit of debate, I'm gonna have to go with Tom on this one.
He's alive.
He's dead. Look, you said you looked at the
Okay,
picture.
solely based off the picture, could have been more accurate facts on the
Number
car
one,
crash.
first of all, definitely a different camera.
Different angle.
different angles.
No, not different angle.
It could have
No,
been
exact same angle.
straight.
That was like a
Profile.
mugshot.
different camera, different
Okay,
resolution.
different
What-
cameras.
what-
okay, but
Maybe
these
he
two
was
just
open.
shapes.
He had his mouth
You
closed.
just changed the quality. It doesn't change the shape. of
Luke
your
looked at
face.
that photo and said, "These two do not even look alike."
Well, when you
Verbatim.
age,
You retarded.
Okay. Leave that.
How many?
Okay.
Name
I'm gonna
3
say
people
dead.
in the Beatles. Go.
he's dead. I think Paul
Name
McCartney's
3 people
alive.
in the Beatles.
Why is this?
Name 3
I
people
don't
in the
even
Beatles.
know. I
Paul
know
McCartney's
obviously
one, so name 2
John
more.
Lennon.
Okay, name one more.
Beetle.
Luke is,
Beetlejuice.
Alright.
Luke is out of this conversation. Luke does not
What do
count.
you mean?
That's not. No, it's not real.
No.
Knowledge of the Beatles doesn't have anything to do. What if you said
Chris,
like
what do you
I don't
think?
know, bro,
Paul
I
McCartney
don't know, a lot of
alive?
He's
things.
alive. I think it's just.
He's
a bunch of-
alive.
It's a bunch of
He's alive.
made up.
He's
crap.
dead.
No,
52. He's
He's
dead.
dead. That's it.
He's alive.
It's been decided. Paul McCartney's dead.
I mean, okay.
Wait, did Billy Shears or whatever?
Billy
his
Shears
name
is alive.
He's like today.
Yeah, he's Paul
Great,
McCartney.
great guy.
Maybe when Billy Shears dies, we'll find like the real truth. Maybe some like
I hope
plan
so.
for his death.
I hope we do get
Maybe
that.
he has like a written statement.
Yeah.
I hope he dies.
You hope he dies.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's not nice. It's a human life.
Yeah, I would never wish death upon anyone.
No.
Unless they're pretending to be Paul McCartney. Because that's just not cool.
It's not. It's not.
Sometimes you gotta see Billy Shears.
Billy Shears.
Billy Shears, if you're watching,
Watch out.
watch your back.
Watch your back. That's right.
That's police. That is not a threat. He
It's not
means
a
no malicious intent from that statement.
It's
This
just
is not an
a
admission
shit.
of guilt.
Does this camera see the ground?
No.
I don't know.
Is the ground in front of it's like
I don't think so.
I don't think you can see me for a while.
Would
Because
you
I was
like
like
to
leaning like this for
Where you going?
a fat minute.
make sure Matt's
Cooper, can
in
you see me
frame.
right now if I do
Did
this?
you guys make sure Matt was in frame?
Yeah, I can see you.
You can see me?
I can't.
Can you see your feet?
Don't touch the camera at all.
I'm
I
not.
don't think so.
Who are you looking for?
I can't see you because you're behind. I'm sure you're behind.
Okay, next topic.
It's okay.
Cooper, I like your outfit today. I like your wife beater.
This is not a wife beater.
I know. It's
Look,
a
you didn't know
colorful
what wife beater
beater.
was. It was kind of funny.
Luke does not know what a wife beater is.
We're not gonna talk about beating wives.
I don't know what a lot of stuff is, Cooper.
It doesn't
You
know
knew two Beatles.
Yeah.
Just so you know for the future, Ringo Starr and George Harrison.
Yeah, there you go.
Never heard of
Just go always.
George Harrison is the
Oh,
forgotten.
And Billy Shears.
Just,
Billy
just
Shears.
remember the problem. Ringo Starr.
Alright.
So, next conspiracy topic.
Were you guys planning?
We were planning some of them.
Yeah.
Matt, do you have one?
I mean, we discussed. Is that crossing the line now, or?
What?
mm,
That was
Say-
across the line.
Maybe.
Just say it,
further
just say
on.
it.
Listen, it's not. It's
Oh,
in the place.
the
Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that.
Yeah,
alright,
I already know what
alright.
it
Yeah,
is.
you can use your imagination.
Yeah.
Come on, come on. Whisper it.
Like, like the JFK.
No, not that one.
No, I know. I said, do you want to talk about that one?
Oh, I don't know a lot of the facts.
No, me neither. I mean,
Okay.
he
Alright.
died. And I think it's just
Yeah.
There was a person with an umbrella.
Tom said he wants to talk about dinosaurs. I
Yeah.
don't know what he wants to discuss.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Dinosaurs?
Who? Well, how do you think they, without anybody like influencing, how do you think they died?
Asteroid?
Okay, how do you think they died?
Yeah, giant. I don't know what the correct term is, but like giant.
That's
meteor.
what I think. Yeah. Okay, what do you think?
There was a big rock that
Okay.
hit the Yucatan Peninsula.
Wait, okay, what do you think?
A big rock hit the Yucatan Peninsula, and it caused
Actually,
climate
it
change.
also
Did it? Wait,
It
how do
caused,
you, wait,
Mexico.
it caused climate change, and then all
were
the
dinosaurs? When was
I thought it was like
Pangea a
volcanoes.
thing? Was that
way before the dinosaurs?
Way
Way before
When?
the
Wait,
dinosaurs.
was the Earth like in like pretty much full?
Well, it was
shit?
always moving.
No, it was flat.
Yes, it's pretty much what it is today.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
pretty much what it is.
Yo, big asteroid hit the Yucatan Peninsula, and
What's the
climate
Yucatan?
Where is that?
peninsula.
It's
It's in
the
Mexico. It's
And,
where the
and,
Mayans were.
and it caused the climate to change significantly, and a big, huge cloud of ash moved up, and all the dinosaurs.
Was it from the ash? The ashes?
ash and climate change?
Where were the dinosaurs? Were they only
All
in that
around.
area?
Scattered.
all around the Earth, but they couldn't adapt.
That
quick
one.
enough.
The,
That one, they could not adapt quick enough.
I don't think didn't it probably caused like earthquakes and like
A
volcanoes.
lot of stuff. It does not.
Yeah,
It does not
tsunamis.
cause volcanoes.
Blacked out a lot of sunlight.
Or like
It could have caused
it
volcanoes.
could have caused volcanic eruptions.
Yeah, eruption.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
could have formed a volcano.
No way. No way.
No, it couldn't.
No way.
I'm
That's-
trying to think of my natural hazards.
completely
Definitely,
different.
definitely,
Different
probably
natural
forms,
phenomena.
it definitely forms tsunamis. Definitely formed
Yeah.
earthquakes. Definitely
I mean, it
formed.
doesn't
No, but
form
earthquakes can cause volcanoes to form.
Yeah.
I don't know if it caused.
It's
earth-
like-
I don't know.
all it
I
has
don't
to
know
do
if
is
it caused.
take
No, I don't know.
natural
I don't know
hazards.
if it caused earthquakes. I'm not denying volcanoes come from earthquakes.
It could absolutely cause earthquakes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
tsunamis.
And tsunamis definitely.
Okay. What,
So what?
why
do
would you?
think
Why
first?
did you ask that question?
I don't know.
How do you think they
I
died?
just I'd say the exact way as you guys. I just think I just wanted to know if anyone was like different. Like, oh, I don't think so.
No, because that's
How else would they have died?
pretty much
I
a
don't know.
fact.
Someone would be like, oh, the earth flooded. People
It's
like
something
that.
like Noah's Ark.
Yeah, some situation like that.
That was way after the dinosaurs.
That's
bro.
way
Noah wasn't around the time of dinosaurs. I'm sorry.
No,
And if he was, he
Noah
would have
was
saved
never
2
around.
dinosaurs.
I
Noah
never
was
said
never-
Cooper said Noah's Ark. I didn't say Noah's Ark. That's
Okay.
just funny. But yeah, that's I don't know. Just wanted to. I don't know.
Is that all you want to discuss? Right
That's
now?
all I wanted. I just want to see what you guys thought.
Okay.
Tom, what's your favorite dinosaur?
Probably the Stegosaurus.
That's
That's
fine.
mine.
That's
That's
a
mine.
dinosaur.
That's mine too. What?
So
Come on.
I'm gonna go with the crocodile.
That's not cool.
Crocodile's not a dinosaur.
Yes, it is.
What?
I would consider a dinosaur any dinosaur that went extinct.
You know the
I
one.
don't
You know
think-
the one with like the
Crocodile was around.
ball on its tail.
That's a.
Oh, that's,
an
uh,
egg.
I don't know what
That
those
one's
are.
cool. I know.
The Ballosaurus.
That's me.
That was awesome.
Bulbasaurus. That is Cooper.
Bulbasaur.
This
No, that's
That's a Pokemon.
I'd be
Bulbasaur is my favorite dinosaur.
All right, next.
Actually,
next
I've
topic
heard,
is Pokemon
I-
Go Story.
Tom, do you believe in aliens?
Oh, that's good.
Let's go. Hello? Yes or no? Yes or no question.
You gotta give me a minute.
Yes.
You mean like it?
I say yes.
Okay, like a
Hold
living.
on, hold on.
being-
Everyone's not. Yes or no?
Something.
Aliens?
No.
And
Do you mean
yes.
living like
Living among-
Do they exist?
like
All of
life
the above.
outside of Earth?
All of the above.
Yes.
Like
living, breathing,
Outside of
functioning
here. Yeah.
life
Yeah, yeah.
off
No,
of
definitely.
Earth.
Yes,
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
There's nothing to talk about then. Because it's a yes.
No,
What we talk about?
Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
No, talk about them.
No, let's
Do
go-
you
let's
think-
go back
no,
to
let me- no, let me say
aliens.
Do
something.
you think aliens have visited the Earth and like?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Do you think they have like
Yeah, that's
done
better.
things
Like
Yeah,
ancient
that's better.
aliens.
Okay.
like ancient
No.
aliens?
I don't.
No.
No?
Cause like aliens, I bet you there's
If
things.
they're
Personally, no.
I bet you there's things just like us. Cause the universe obviously is.
always
huge.
expanding. It's always growing.
We haven't even seen a fraction of it.
No.
So like, there's got to be
and
something
the fact that
just
we
like us.
and like how we
Okay.
haven't seen any aliens yet, it's called the Fermi paradox.
Is it?
Yes.
Please. enlighten
what
us.
is it? What is
I
it?
don't know that much
The
about
Fermi
it.
paradox.
The
You haven't
Fermi
seen
paradox.
aliens?
Like we haven't seen any aliens.
Okay.
I can't. I
What
just
about
know that that's what it's called.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
That's about it. You can stop touching my quad. Thank you.
Come
I'm
No,
gonna-
but I mean, there's also the theory that we're living in a simulation.
I love that.
In a
theory.
what?
I completely agree.
And I agree with it.
I
because
completely.
the way the
No.
way you gotta think
No.
about it is either
Not the Truman
No, what do you
Show.
say? What do you say?
Well, you're living in a simulation. Do you want to explain? Or do you want me to?
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
what's-
No, I got it.
What's the difference between that and?
That's a TV show. Talking
What did he
another.
say?
He said it's
No,
like
he
the
said like the
Truman
Truman
Show.
No, it's not like
That's like the flat Earth theory.
No,
No,
you need
it's
to watch
as
Truman
bad as
Show
the
again.
walls.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seen the
yeah,
Truman
that's
Show.
fine.
So the way the
Good
simulation
movie.
theory works.
If you haven't seen
is
the
that-
Truman Show, watch it.
Yeah,
That's a
great
good
movie.
movie.
Never seen it.
But either
Jim Carrey.
it's kind of like how either you'll die here or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Kind of like that. Either the human race is going to survive long enough to eventually create simulations of other life,
Other universes.
or that has already happened and we're living in a simulation.
Who cares? It's not affecting my life.
Well, it is.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
I'm
not
with
real.
you.
I mean, I know it really doesn't matter that
It
much.
really doesn't.
Okay.
But it's just interesting.
But like, do you
Well, like,
believe-
do
do you
what-
do you
like-
think that it's possible?
Do they have a more fulfilling life than us then?
if
Their
they
life
have-
could be totally different.
If they have the capability of creating an entire universe that's fake, I'm assuming they have a better life than you.
Do they though?
Do they know?
They have
'Cause
some
I feel
technology.
like-
Or
Yeah.
have they just become so advanced and they're just everything's so lifeless that they've created a new
They're probably bored.
universe?
It's like you play. It's like you playing The Sims.
Yeah, we could just be
Yeah.
a video game.
We could just be The Sims.
That's cool.
Fucking love The Sims.
Sims
What's
is
his name?
great.
Mr. Lang.
Oh
Shout
my
out to Mr. Lang. Like he talked about how like people could be like I could be interpreting like this as something completely different than all of you.
It's like
It's like
it's
nuts.
like
Oh,
you
the
see
color
colors.
thing. Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah.
Like that's blue.
Yeah.
Like blue
We
is
all
gray.
call it blue.
You all call it blue,
We
but it
see
could
it
look
like-
red to you.
Yeah, exactly.
That, like what my red looks like. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I like that.
I'm a fan of that theory.
I love that
cool.
theory.
That's sick.
I don't believe it, but like,
I don't know.
I don't think
like
it
I'm
matters.
sure, like I'm
Doesn't
sure,
matter at all.
like what I'm looking at is exactly the same
It's just like a bunch of what ifs.
color as what you're looking at.
You think it's the exact same
It's
color?
possible.
I don't think it is.
Like obviously, unless your
There's
eyes
no way
are a
of
little
proving it.
different, but
You can't prove it ever.
no, I know, but like I just bet you.
Okay.
It's a fake theory
Respect your opinion.
No, that's crazy.
because everything would just I don't know.
Oh, you know what I think
I
is an
can't even
interesting
argue.
theory? And I'm a firm believer in this. I don't see any strong evidence against it. Dragons used to exist. Okay. They just,
Can you give me
There's
some-
no strong evidence against
Can you give me
it.
can you give me strong evidence for it?
Absolutely.
What?
Absolutely. If
You
you
worded that wrong.
look back in your history textbooks.
What, to China?
Look back. No, not just China. Every
definitely China.
ancient civilization around the world, the Chinese, the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Egyptians,
The Vikings.
all these civilizations
The Romans.
independently, the Romans,
Did they?
everyone, they all independently developed ideas of dragons. There's drawings, there's writings.
It's a.
Can I say something?
They all have ideas of dragons.
Can I say something?
Without
Dragons
contact
are
with each
cool.
other.
Hold up. If you look at a fossil, right?
Yeah.
You can kind of see what like a dinosaur would look like.
Yeah.
I think a dragon kind of looks like it looks like a dinosaur, right?
So
So they,
wings.
yeah, if they thought a dinosaur was real, a dinosaur can also have wings.
They were like,
Pterodactyl.
Sounds
Yeah, but like
dragon,
a
though.
T-Rex.
No,
with
but
wings.
if you can figure out that that's what a dinosaur looks like and it can have wings, you didn't know that it didn't blow fire.
yeah, making it up.
You can't prove that.
What is the strongest like
Yes,
god
I
beast
like
that I could ever think of?
A
Something
huge
that flies?
flying thing.
Something that's strong,
Well, how do you know they eat meat?
Something
And, like,
that's
ate.
terrifying.
Wait, what?
No, because they have like the vegetarian dinosaurs.
What does that
It
matter?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, 'cause how can you
What's
tell
the
what
most
they eat
terrifying
if you don't
thing?
have like?
Why would you need to tell what they eat?
Because like paleontologists or whatever classify dinosaurs between like meat eaters and like.
Okay,
I'm just
we're
saying,
getting way
what
off
is more
topic.
terrifying? You're saying
Hold on,
if
we're
you-
getting way off topic.
You're saying that you can't tell if they breathe fire. Then how do they tell like if they eat meat or like not?
What's
You
more
look at what's in
terrifying?
their bones.
What's more terrifying?
What minerals and stuff are in their bones? And look
Does
at
that- does
their
that make
teeth.
But there's
Their
no
teeth are different too.
dragon fossils.
What is scarier, man? I think it was made up. I think dragons are completely made up.
Yeah.
They are. They're just
There's
scary.
no concrete
They're just
evidence
this-
against this.
No, all I'm saying is that if every culture had this vision of dragons, I think they were around.
I think because we're all human. And we
It's
all
also
think
like-
the scariest
It's like
thing.
all these cultures
It's a
independently
religion.
created pyramidal structures.
You know why?
Why?
It's a pretty easy thing to build.
It's pretty
It's a
structurally
pretty
supported.
easy thing to build. It's easier than
I don't know.
like a rectangle.
Look
You
at
can
a
see
tree.
like
Look
a-
Big at the
Those
bottom,
sketchy.
small at the top.
Yeah, it's so
Stay
easy.
stable.
TV.
Okay, that's.
I think that proves your argument wrong.
Yeah, that proves it completely false.
That they all have the same ideas
Yeah.
without interacting with each other.
I think they did have interactions with each other, maybe.
Okay, then that's how they all talk
Maybe
about
either,
dragons.
Yeah,
And
either,
Marco Polo
and they just
went
totally
from Europe to
no,
China,
no.
and he wrote about seeing dragons.
either dragons were real, or there was a line of contact between civilizations facilitated by aliens.
Why was it facilitated by aliens?
Because they were not advanced enough to. You couldn't have the Aztecs communicating with the Chinese.
Why did they have to communicate?
They didn't
They
have
tell
to.
each other
They
about
just
dragons?
developed the same
Yeah.
idea.
Secret
No.
dragon society.
This is what I think. If dragons were alive, we'd be dead.
I don't think so.
Alright, let's just move on.
If dinosaurs were alive, we'd be dead.
Because we weren't alive when the dinosaurs were alive.
Dragons aren't real.
But if they were real, we'd be dead.
If dinosaurs were around, we'd be
What
dead.
are you saying?
What if dinosaurs?
What are you saying?
No, I get the point he's making here.
If dragons were alive when the Chinese and Mayans were alive, we wouldn't be alive. Because dragons would have killed
I
all
agree
of
with that. You
everyone.
have to say when we were alive. You didn't say that.
I haven't thought of that actually.
Game of Thrones.
Dragons would have destroyed every civilization.
How do you know they weren't peaceful?
They weren't.
How do you know?
Because they breathed fire.
So?
So they're just trying to cook their food, man.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Do you eat your food raw?
It's like a defense mechanism. They had nothing to defend. It's like poison.
Great input.
It's like poison, but like
All those friendly poisonous animals.
Yeah, like poison, like tree frogs, they can kill you. Are you still alive?
What?
But any animal,
I get the point he's
any
making.
animal can kill you. A
yeah.
lot of animals can kill
They
you.
just combined a bunch of animals into one
Yeah.
So is my point.
and
to
made
that.
it up.
Yeah, your point is invalid.
I think it's pretty valid.
Debunked.
It's no, you.
I think it's pretty valid.
I don't think it is.
Do you think?
There are sharks.
Yeah, but in the water.
Okay, that's enough.
The human civilization doesn't go in the water.
Do you believe in Atlantis?
No, Atlantis isn't real.
So that is, yeah.
I've been there
Alright.
actually.
I
Do you-
also have.
Do you believe
Great time.
Actually,
that,
yeah, we agree
that
that
human life?
Yeah.
Did human life come from outer space?
Where is the
yeah,
proof that-
technically.
What do you?
I think,
Oh wait.
Well, I guess
No,
technically
Strickle said
every
yeah.
no, no.
Big Bang. Came from outer space.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say that.
Yeah, but
Big Bang.
Like,
Some
what do you
people
mean,
think
like,
that
we're all
the
space?
human species is so different from the rest of life on Earth
No, it's not.
that we came from somewhere else.
Yeah. Like,
So you're thinking that?
can't-
Okay, hold on. So
people can't relate the monkey to like us.
okay,
at all.
so you're thinking
We're more like
that
brothers.
we were on a different planet. We destroyed that planet, and we had the last people on that planet come here and start a new civilization.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Like
I'm
Superman.
saying that
I'll talk about Superman any day.
I'm saying that seeds of human life were planted here
Like sperm seeds
from
sperm seeds.
from somewhere
sprinkled
else.
on the earth.
From where?
They could have been
Eggs,
carried by an asteroid.
fertilized eggs.
Life cannot survive on an asteroid. That's
In
just
space.
false information. You just can't do it.
It would
He
burn up. It
knows
would burn
you're
up.
right, too.
Entering our atmosphere, it would burn up.
No, it doesn't even matter. You cannot survive on a rock
In space.
in space, flying at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You can't do it.
I think
are.
evolution is
We
is
are
true.
not.
And I
No,
think
no,
so
but
is.
we're not. We're in orbit though. The astronaut's on orbit. That's going straight.
Maybe
in a
our
straight
galaxy
path.
is.
It is moving.
We do all believe
There
in
you
evolution.
go.
We're rocking space moving.
Are we all evolution believers here?
Evolution.
Who doesn't believe in evolution?
Yeah, I believe it.
Jesus.
I see a skeptical look on that.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean,
How many times do you go do you go to the church?
I don't go to church.
Okay, I dropped out of religion. I'm sure some of you know this. Maybe I didn't get my confirmation. When I told you,
That's okay.
Okay.
I dropped out. Thank you. I dropped out of religion in like 4th or 5th grade.
Okay.
You can't think of
It's
it?
like
Were you
I don't know
failing?
anything.
Too
We're
much
not
homework?
religious.
I'm not religious.
It's like I don't know anything about it.
Science is just
But do
hard
you
for me to
believe in
grasp.
evolution?
Yes.
Really?
Like I just
Science what, man?
Science is hard for me to grasp. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
think,
feel you.
I think like the one point that I think was like I don't know who made the point. It was on an interview or something. That if you took like all the religious texts away from everyone and made people like redo them in 1,000 years, they'd be completely different.
That was
than what
Neil
they are.
deGrasse Tyson.
I don't think it was. I think it was someone else.
Oh.
And then they redid it. It'd be completely different than what it is now. But if you took away all the science and facts, if 1,000 years they redid it, it'd be the same exactly.
I just think it's equally as probable to say that like a god created Earth as there was a tiny little speck that just like exploded.
I don't think-
I think
I don't
those
know.
are,
I
I think
don't
those are equally like.
No,
Matt, it's
yeah,
also
I
just
don't know.
chance.
And also, I've thought about this.
It just
And
happened.
if
It's
you
just
look at,
one in
like-
a million chance that the
I think they're just
Big
they're on
Bang
the
happened.
equal level
But
of
there's
like
facts
possibility.
behind the science.
There are. I think
If,
that's
if
the one.
you
You
look
can't
at
just say,
like
"Oh, God,
the-
this
there's a lot of smart people
made
out there
animated."
researching the origins of the universe, how the universe will end, all these like great cosmic questions, right? A lot of them hold the belief that there's a creator. They do. It's not uncommon. Because like how can, like Matt said, how can you disprove that some being created the universe rather than
Yeah,
You can you.
A little
you
I think
you
they're on.
will-
They're on.
honestly,
the
you
equal
will
playing
never
field.
be able to disprove it. I don't
Yeah.
think.
And I think it's possible that once life was on Earth, it evolved over time, and that could be evolution.
Yeah.
I think both could
Yeah.
coexist.
I think the whole thing is that no one knows the facts.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's fair.
I think it's just chance. It just happened to happen. Happened to happen. That's good. Happened to happen.
you want to say it one more time?
Happened to happen.
Face the camera this time.
I think
Yeah,
it's
face it.
For the people in the back.
happened.
Get up close.
Yeah, get all the way up there.
ASMR
No, no, no.
happened to
It's up
happen.
for-
I think if
Slow
Salvo,
it down.
if Salvo was here, shout out to Mike Salvo.
Oh no!
It would be so great.
Wait,
go.
where is he? Is he?
He's at the airport right now.
Where's
There
your
you go.
sister?
He's picked up his sister from the airport.
No, I think he'd make this conversation actually very one-sided. He'd just take all the
I
time.
think he would. I think he would.
I bet you'd be against all of our points.
He would. Yeah, just to be against.
I bet he would believe
The
in the
Earth
call.
is a cube.
I think he would help me out with the moon landing.
What? What'd you say?
Yeah.
I don't know what you. I
No, I
honestly.
didn't know.
I didn't hear
He
you.
said the Earth
He
is a
said the
cube.
Earth's a cube.
No.
The
Minecraft-
Earth is a Rubik's cube, and we're just trying to solve it.
The Earth. Minecraft is the real life, and we are the video game.
Minecraft is playing us.
Yeah.
It
Steve is playing us. Steve is God.
We are in Minecraft
Herobrine.
simulation.
We are. Steve is God. Herobrine's the devil.
You know, I actually had something I wanted to talk about, but now I've just lost it because you're talking about Minecraft.
No, what are you talking about?
I don't remember what it was. That's okay. It'll come back to me eventually. Ah.
I mean,
I don't even know.
what other question? We can just ask questions.
There's
Man, I
that
see
world.
you have tacos in your pants.
I do.
Or is
Is
this-
that a question? What?
Or are those hot dogs?
They're not hot dogs. Hot
No,
dogs.
no, okay,
are-
no.
Hot dogs are
I'm
hot dogs.
shutting
Hot
this
dogs are
conversation
hot dogs.
down.
Hot dogs are not sandwiches, and that's it.
No, hot dogs are
No,
not
shut
sandwiches.
up,
That's
Cooper.
false.
It's just
That's
a thing.
no.
It just happened.
No, we're not having this conversation on this
Shut up.
podcast. I hate this conversation.
I started it and I ended it. It's done.
guys.
Thank
Someone shoot up their hot dog and spit it out on the hot dog, and I was like, oh my god, it's a taco.
No, what?
Hold on. I'm gonna say, what the fuck?
We're not gonna break that.
Don't bleep that one.
That meat looks like just chewed up meat, and it's just.
You know why? You know
Shut
why?
up.
You know why? Because it's like
It's grinded up.
mush. And then grind it up.
Exactly, just like.
So yes, if you want to grind something in your mouth, it's the same as grinding it in a machine. It's probably gonna look like it's chewed.
But they didn't just spit out in a hot dog because
You have to
a hot dog
congeal.
bone is not the same as a
Hot dog's
taco
a
shell.
bun. Yeah.
There are soft taco shells, guys.
Yeah, it's still a shell. It's not a bun.
It's still a tortilla.
Just saying.
And a hot dog bun is a bun.
Can we talk about the origin of a tortilla?
No.
No.
Do you know?
No,
Yeah, you know it.
I know the origin of a tortilla.
Pretty sure it's from the Aztecs.
Oh, yeah, I have an interesting tidbit of information.
Thank you.
And I don't know if you would call this a conspiracy theory or not, but the electric toaster was invented prior to the invention of sliced bread.
Okay, I'm gonna go completely against this and end this in one sentence. You can slice your own bread. That's
can.
it.
You can.
You're done.
When-
It's so much simpler.
When did they
You
come out with
slice
this?
pieces of bread and put them in the toaster, then put the whole thing.
Wait, what
It's
did they do
quicker.
before sliced bread? They just like
They slice it themselves.
eat the loaf.
Nice.
Oh, sliced bread wasn't invented.
You sliced
not.
it yourself.
No, because then if you took a knife and you took it to bread, then sliced bread.
Exactly.
No, okay, the fact that you say sliced bread doesn't exist.
Wait, so
Not-
did they
no,
have
shut
knives
up.
at all? Did they
Shut
have
up.
knives
Shut
at all?
up.
How do you make tortillas?
Were knives in
No.
were knives in
That's not the
The
question.
Stone Age.
Okay,
Hold up,
so
hold
they
up.
Slice anything.
No, can I
No, but they
fix the
didn't
question?
slice bread.
Sliced bread was around.
No, it wasn't.
Packaged
What did they
sliced bread
Go for
was
garlic
not
knots.
around.
No,
What
they
did
didn't
make
slice
garlic
bread.
No one
Sliced bread was a
Stop
thing.
yelling.
No one had thought to take a knife to bread
Exactly.
until the early
No,
20s.
You're wrong.
He's
You're
right.
Who was the first guy to tie the bread and call it a pretzel or a garlic knot?
Thomas Pretzel when he tried to tie bread twice in one time. That's
What?
Tie bread twice at once.
What is tying bread once?
that's just bread. It's a bread. That's a garlic knot. Pretzel is different.
Did you know garlic knots are made out of pizza dough?
I don't care.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Who came out with that?
That was
I work in a pizzeria, and this was kind of.
I just realized
around
Williams
that
is literally right next to you.
I don't think
That's cool.
it's new information to a lot of people, but it was to me that everything at a pizzeria, from the pizza to the garlic knots to the calzones to the chicken rolls, everything is made out of the same dough.
It's cool.
Also,
It's a fun fact for you.
conspiracy theory. I think it's not actually. Like I think they're faking your.
Garlic knots are just.
Pizzerias are fake. Oh, Mattress Firm.
Oh, Mattress Firm.
I don't want to hear this again.
Yeah,
This is a,
Why
this
is
is
it?
a
I'm
good one.
forgetting about this one.
So
Well, you'll hear in a second.
Mattress
I
Firm.
definitely have heard of this.
Your leg is very.
Everyone knows what Mattress Firm is. They're a mattress company. They recently bought out Sleepy's.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Sleepy's. But
Were the rest of
Shut up.
Did you guys know that?
No.
Where do you think garlic knots were made?
Stop.
Italy?
What do you mean?
Where-
Like the oven or like?
No, like
probably the Greeks.
who invented them?
I don't know. Probably us.
Probably Thomas.
New York, Queens.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
mean
say that's
Queens-
something
you mean-
stupid we would
You
do.
mean Queens, New
Speaking of,
York?
look
not
at this, guys.
New
Let's
York.
not.
Yo, guys!
1973. That doesn't make any sense.
Back to
Yeah,
Mattress
Phil's
Firm.
board.
So,
Okay.
wait, the 1970s, didn't it?
1970s.
No,
This
that's
guy was just like, we have too much pizza shit, and he just started making it.
That's awesome.
Take it.
In-
$5.
in Queens. That's sick.
But anyway,
New York.
So-
I
Queens.
didn't think about that.
the average person buys a new mattress every 7 to 10 years.
When's the last time you bought a mattress? Think
Yeah,
about it.
ask yourself.
Comment in the comment section below.
Ask yourself. Self,
You do
when's the
know
last
what
time I
it is.
bought a mattress?
Yeah.
I've never bought
But
it. I haven't bought it.
If you think about it, it's really like a horrible business model. Like, who wakes up one day and thinks, oh, I've got a new product. People are going to buy it once a decade. I'm going to be rich. No, like, that's a horrible business model. You
How,
want
That's a lot
how
of
much?
people.
How much
That's
is
a lot
a
of
mattress?
people.
Is a lot of money.
mattress is a decent chunk of money.
It's like $300.
A couple $100, yeah. Okay, but still, not a good business model. If you
How often do you buy a TV?
Once every
probably every 5 years,
5.
I think they shouldn't exist.
How often do you buy a car?
Shut up.
probably
5
every
to
5
10
years.
How often you buy a couch?
How often do you buy any piece of furniture?
I think there should
No,
be
but
a department.
if you think
just
about
for
it, all these companies that sell these things are saying, "Oh, people buy every 5 to 10 years."
How often do you buy a
They
piano?
sell other things.
Never.
Mattress Firm only sells mattresses.
That's stupid.
They
Yeah, but
only
like
sell
no,
mattresses.
it's like a car dealership.
But everyone uses them.
Yeah, every single person, most people in America have a mattress.
I'm just saying, go to your local mattress firm
There's no one there.
any time of day, any day. It is always empty. No one is
Let's go
ever
right now.
there.
Okay,
And
the
look,
only I guarantee
Why
you
get
it
mattress
cost.
firm?
I guarantee it costs them $15, if that, to make a mattress. And they
No.
sell it for $300. Yeah, it definitely does.
It doesn't cost $15 to make a fucking mattress.
It probably
Have you-
costs like
Have
nothing.
you seen the Tempur-Pedic ones? So
He makes a good point.
It costs significantly
The
less
ones-
money
the
to
ones
make
that,
one
like-
than what they sell it
the
for.
ones
That's
that,
like
like,
you
you
put
put your
business
sleep
money.
number in and
That's
like
what obviously.
He's talking about a
Sleep Number
rectangular,
mattresses.
soft.
I think Sleep Number mattresses did it
Mattress.
right. I think it's only online.
all,
Is it online?
all I'm
Is it?
saying
I think
is
so.
So that they did it right.
there are
That's
way
what they
too
did.
many mattress firms. I know there's 3 down the road, a couple miles that way, on one road, within a few miles of each other.
That's a river.
Shut up, Matt.
It's a river.
Look in your hometown, count the number of mattress firms, look inside them, they're always empty. It's a front for money laundering. They're doing illegal activity and masking it
I should
behind
work.
the sale of
I should
mattresses.
work at a mattress firm.
You're not gonna make any
Go
commission.
Okay, I think you can argue it's a bad business, but I don't think you can argue that they're just doing illegal
Yeah,
things
they're
behind
are
the
they
scenes.
facts that they're doing illegal?
Like they're not
money
going
laundering?
out of
How would they
business.
be making money?
It doesn't cost so much money to like.
To
Run
own
the-
and operate a building?
All
Yes,
you
it
need,
does.
all you need to do is pay for electricity, and then
No.
pay for your employees.
Pay for your mortgage, pay for your employees, pay for
Mortgage.
your electricity, your plumbing. If you
Live
don't own the
in house,
building,
own the property.
own the property,
Unless you
or
own
pay
it,
your
just
rent,
buy
or
it. Just buy the whole thing outright.
Cooper. You're not gonna make your money back.
Guys,
What?
Oh boy.
5 years ago there was 700 stores.
It's not that many.
Earlier this year there were 3,300.
Ooh,
That's sketch.
that's a lot.
Maybe you're just underestimating
How many people?
the
buy-
mattress
yeah,
industry.
I think. Look up how many people buy mattresses per year. Look up how many people buy mattresses per year. Look at
How
it.
many mattresses are sold annually?
Yeah, how many mattresses? And then divide it by 3,300.
There's mattress.
What are you talking about right now?
Mattress firm is a fraud.
Can you listen?
There's 2 T's mattress.
Don't throw my pillow.
Sorry.
Are sold per.
I just welcome Luke to my home.
Home sweet home.
Wait, this is a store?
Mattress firm is a store, yes, Luke.
So how could it be a fraud?
There are 34 million mattresses
No, come on.
that need
Okay.
to be. What? Look at that.
Oh my god.
That's red.
I'm just-
that need to be.
35 million.
By your people.
35 million.
Okay.
Divided by 3,300. Do that. 35 million divided by 3,300.
So
It's gonna be a lot.
each mattress firm sells 1,000 mattresses a year.
35.
Million.
Isn't that just like 1,000?
Divided by 3,300.
No, it's a 10,000.
That's good.
10,000.
10,000 mattresses a year. That's a lot.
Per
How many?
store?
Yeah, per store. How many
No
mattresses?
shit.
Okay, but that's
That's
no,
just mattress.
that's the
firm.
world. That you
Pure-
count of mattress
yeah,
firms.
believe
There
it or
are
not, there's
there-
a lot of people
Cooper,
on
there-
this one.
There are 10,000 mattress stores.
Okay, let me just see.
No,
Let
you
me
said
see.
there were 33.
There are 350
Only
million
mattress firms.
people in the United States. 350 million.
Wait, you're
Okay.
saying that per store per year?
Let's say every person
10,000 per year.
in the United States
That's
buys
like
a
a lot per
mattress
day.
once every 7 years. Okay, that's 50 million mattresses. Okay, there's 3,300.
But assuming everyone buys them from mattress firm.
Most
Who's
people.
their competition?
There's
There's
3,000.
no competition.
There's out of 10,000 mattress places. There's 3,300 mattress firms.
No, I think there's more.
I had it
Oh,
up.
okay,
I can
okay,
show you.
okay.
So they have
All I'm saying
so they
is
have
I
a
don't-
third
I don't
of
buy it.
the mattresses.
Tom, I think the facts are there that you just got.
We need to move on, but think about it.
That's
Yeah.
about it.
So, Cooper, you were telling me something earlier. Stevie Wonder. What do you think about him?
He's blind.
No, I don't believe it.
It's really just the one.
It's just a one video, and it's funny.
He's blind.
Tell the audience.
It's
Is that
theory
his conspiracy?
that he's not
Yeah,
blind.
he's blind.
Yeah, I
No,
also.
I also think he's
It's
blind.
just dick.
The
to tell
one-
someone, like, you're not blind.
No, the one clip.
Like, come on.
It's just
This
this
is real
one
funny.
clip of him just catching a microphone when he like it was just sick. I think it's just a beast.
The other question is he a beast or not?
Oh,
Not if
100%.
he's
That goes-
blind.
yeah.
Okay, that's
Stevie Wonder is a bat.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder. That's a fact.
Echolocation.
He does use echolocation. You can
Probably
see him. He's
does.
clicking his
Probably
mouth,
does.
and he's. Found it. That's
No,
what
but I mean,
I think he happened to have his hand out.
No. Did you see he went for
He used to
it.
just go like this
Blind,
and wait
and
for
the
something
mic
to fall
happened to be
into.
there, and he was like, "Oh my god,
No,
mic."
he went for the
Okay,
light.
for those of you who
Could not
haven't
tell.
seen the video, there's a video. He's on stage. It's loud. There's a lot of people playing music. Fake Paul McCartney's there. A microphone, a
Paul
standing
McCartney passes
microphone,
him.
starts falling.
Wait, so you're telling me he can't
Stevie
hear?
Wonder
Because
No.
it's really
notices
loud.
it's falling, reaches forward and catches it.
Okay, you really exaggerated how
He didn't-
far he reached.
He
there.
went like this. He went and he went. And okay, he did not catch it in his hand. He caught it in like his arm.
Yeah, and he was shaking, and he got it. And I think Paul McCartney actually like.
You mean Billy Shears?
Billy
He, like,
Shears.
Billy Shears, he like,
Wait,
pushed it over.
does anyone
He was like,
believe
let's
he's
see
not
what
blind?
happens.
Some people did.
Not like you guys.
I think he's
No, I
completely,
think he's blind.
I think he's completely blind. I think he was just moving his hands, and he was like.
I don't know what you can gain.
Or
from faking
you
being
can see
blind.
his feet. What if his foot was up
Probably
against
getting
it, and he felt it falling, and then he was like, "Oh shit!"
No, he didn't though.
I mean, Cooper, would
Yeah.
you be more famous if you were a seeing musician or a blind musician?
Yeah, probably blind.
Yeah, but I
Do you know how good of a musician he is?
that's what I'm
And
saying.
he's blind.
No, that's what I'm saying. He would have been famous anyway because he.
But
he's
do you think
great.
it adds up that he can be that
But
good
would
of
he
a
have
musician?
been?
I
Well,
think
he
no,
gave
I don't think it gives him
publicity-
more fame. I think
publicity.
it gives him more credit.
Yeah.
I don't think he's more famous because of it. People maybe. I don't think so.
You don't think so? I don't know.
So.
Bach was deaf too. How did Bach write so much good music? Or was it Beethoven?
I think
It was
Beethoven was
Beethoven.
deaf
Beethoven went deaf.
in that movie. What was it called? Probably just Beethoven.
Probably called Beethoven. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that the dog movie?
No, we watched it in
No,
like,
that's a
music
great
class.
movie,
I feel like
Watch
Like
it in
every
music
year?
class.
yeah, like every year.
Every year you watch Beethoven.
When?
I don't know. Like
How many
high school or
years? What? I don't remember this.
The past 17 years, Luke's been watching Beethoven every year.
Oh, we should do a caller. We haven't done a caller.
Oh yeah, let's bring someone on.
Mike Perez. Again?
Sure.
He told me he's power washing his
something. No,
hands.
isn't Chris Melnick a fan? Isn't he also a super fan?
Yeah, I mean,
We
I
haven't had him.
Yeah, give Chris Malik a call.
don't know if you pick
Currently
up.
He
doing.
100% wouldn't pick up.
Just trying.
Currently doing.
He's in like Southampton right now.
Whatever.
Oh, and hold up.
What?
No, let's just no. Who else?
He's moved. He's in North Sea.
Let me just check the
time.
feed. I don't want to go over our usual.
What's the usual?
Usually like 45 minutes.
It's definitely longer than that.
Oh yeah, we're at 56 minutes. We're gonna have to call it here
We're
for
at
today.
56
minutes?
We're gonna
Yeah.
call it.
We got a little ahead of ourselves. So I guess I guess that's it.
Okay, so
No Chris Melnick caller.
no, it's
Next
like
time.
56 minutes.
Sorry,
almost,
Chris.
almost an
Sorry,
hour.
Chris.
Maybe next time, Chris. So Suck My Podcast episode 4. Conspiracy theories.
We out.
We out.
Okay, bye. Oh, what's your Wi-Fi?
I'll share it with you.